Well, hey neighbors, and welcome to the Shed Shop in this edition of How To. In this video, I'm going to show you how to rebuild your carburetor off of your Stihl 038 chainsaw. This will work for many other chainsaws. This is a Tilitson carburetor, and this is a HK29A. I am just using diaphragm kit. It is the DG-1HK, and I believe the rebuild kit is the full rebuild kit is RK23HK. RK-23HK. I think it is. Darn it, see neighbors? Over here. I forgot already. Hey neighbors. We have neighbors over there too. Shh. Just kidding. I just told you. See? Anyways, so that being said, we're going to jump right in. I have right here inlet needles and levers in quantity, and I have springs right here too. I tried to find the IPL for this on the website, but that is the HK series for some reason is not there, and so we're going to try our best to match our spring based on what we have here, but it's all Tilitson 24B-3 or dash different numbers, and this is a 29A, so I don't know if any of these springs will work. If not, we will be reusing our stock spring for now if it's in good condition. So we will start on our pump side, just one flathead screw. You want to go ahead and get that out of there. Oh, what other jobs you're going to need for this? Well, you need a flathead. You might want to pick. You definitely need some of this, and then most importantly, safety glasses, so you don't shoot your eye out, kid. Alright, so once we've got that off, you can use right here on this post kind of to pry it if it's stuck. I already did that on this, and then we decided to shoot this video for you neighbors. And this is kind of stuck, and I can tell you guys, I'd rather try and take my time when these are stuck like this, because once it gets to peeling, you have a mess to scrape off, and it can cause air leak nightmares. Okay, so the most important part is to get it started good. Usually if you get it started good in one area, you can work it up. Okay, and this one is stuck good. Okay, there we go. And we will do our best to work the outsides first, because if we just peel right now, all the center shit will get stuck. Oops, did I say shit? Sorry neighbors, I did mean shit, because it's crud and corroded garbage trash. Okay, our screen is dirty as hell, and I don't know that I have one of these. That would be in the repair kit. I have screens, but I don't have a long one like that, I don't think. I am sure one of these could be formed like that, but I would rather put that in the ultrasonic bath, and I think it will come clean. Okay, so next, that's going to be trash, but you want to leave it for now because we do want to match it to make sure we have the right parts. Okay, so next we will go ahead and take our other side off. This is your pump side, and it's going to be 4 flathead screws. Oh, I really should be sitting down. I don't know why I keep doing myself dirty. It's because I hate this stool, and then I have no knee room underneath because of all my stock is there, and so it's just so uncomfortable to sit over here. I've been trying to get this shed set up to where I can at least sit and work a little more without being so uncomfortable, but it's a struggle. You see neighbors, we were trying to do a wonderful video, and look what just happened. I don't care, I don't like to hide it. Just for you neighbors, that was for these neighbors over here. Oh, now I'm saying neighbors too much. You know why I'm doing that? Because people are hating on me and saying mean things in my comments in some of my old videos because I say neighbors too much. And if they were here and part of the community, when I made an 8-minute video where I said neighbors like 200 times, there was a point behind it, okay? And it was to rebuke the church. Okay, so I can tell you right now, I do not see that part in there, but I think I probably have one of those somewhere. Again, I can probably dig up all the parts for this, and as I said, you guys, this is supposed to be the gasket diaphragm kit for this, according to Tilitson's website, but it's looking like it is not. Okay, it is everything right now. The pumps look the right size. Okay, but we will be missing this gasket. We might have to reuse that one. I don't prefer to. And then I'm looking at this side, and our metering diaphragm looks like it might be right. That is tight as hell. Okay, we're gonna have to try and work that off. I like to use a pick in the screw hole, or not the screw hole, yeah, unless it would be the screw hole, and just try and pry a little bit to just, once it gets loose, it'll go. It's not working on this one. if we can get it to grab anywhere in there without... Damn. See, guys? I try to make good videos, but the reality is, this stuff happens to me so much more often than not. It's not like I have to scrap the occasional footage if I want to bring good content without all the extra stuff. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to do it this way. We'll put our screwdriver... I hate doing it this way because the gasket tends to get stuck, and this is plastic. Especially, I don't want it stuck on plastic. I'm just going to set it on the gasket. Just try to tap to get in between the surfaces. And that did not work. I'll be damned. Okay, if I can get that tab hard enough with pliers, I think it'll pull. That's funny. As soon as I touched it with the pliers, it came off. Okay, this is going to be clipped onto the metering diaphragm, I think. Can't remember. Don't do too many tilitson carburetors lately. It's stuck a little bit, but not too bad. No, it's not clipped on. Okay, and there is your inlet needle. It is the small inlet needle. See how I grabbed the big one, and that's why I left that out, because I was like, I don't think that's right. It is a small one, and this one just, I think, clips in there. And so we will use a smaller pick to get that out. Okay, it should just clip in there. I guess I'm just struggle central today. I mean, probably don't need to clean it, but I would like to. I really would like to. I just hate damaging stuff when it doesn't. Most people don't even do these things, but I like to. It's just what I prefer. So, yeah, I can't get behind it. If I can't get behind it, I'm not going to do it. There we go. Okay. No damage. Good. See the efforts I want to go to do it right, guys. Because I don't want to put it together and have problems, number one. And number two, I don't want something to randomly be in there. See, none of those springs are right. I do believe we could probably match it. But, actually, no, I don't think I have one. So we will reuse this one. Which, that part I don't hate. I think it's this one here, but I'm not certain. Nope, those are actually longer. Oh, if it's tilitson, it's going to be this one, it looks like. Okay, out of the 3 tilitson, this is half the length of the other ones. Let's see. Take the safety glasses off, I can see better. Yeah, that does appeal correct. Appeal. And springs, I often don't have to replace them, but that's been sitting in rancid gas for at least 3 years. At least. I know he hung up most of his saws at least 3 years ago, I think he said, and it may have been even before that. And I've had them for like 6 months, or not 6 months, like 3 months. And so this one's been cleaned most of that time, actually. But yeah, I do believe that's going to be our spring. Alright, how long are we at on this phone? Because it's going to die. 8 minutes already. See, guys, just 8 minutes to do all that. And we'll edit some of this out if I can. But, okay, so now I know all that's going to be right. Now the next thing we need to do is an ultrasonic bath. Our inlet needles here, or our high and low needles, I like to take those out as well. Try not to get dust on my surface here. And then a trick you can use if you're not going to do them in the bath is put your high above and your low below. And that will help you separate them. But a lot of carburetors, you can't mix them up. But there are carburetors where they are almost the same, and you can mix them up. Okay, and so right away, we'll just go ahead and plan to do it that way, so you know what you're looking at. And then you can take a picture if you are going to wash them. You can mark them, whatever helps you remember. I don't always wash them. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'll just spray them down with the car parts cleaner. And so when I look at these two, I'm like, yep, that's standard. That tilitson carburetor, they are the same, it appears to me. But I don't have an IPL. I hate not having IPLs. I used to have books and stacks and all kinds of crap because I just kind of accumulated. The guys up north at the shops. You know, the guys, once they learned all that, they never used any of them books anymore, and they knew I wasn't any kind of competition they had to worry about, because in this industry there's so much work, and I was not a guy trying to see. Here I am talking and scraping, and I'm so distracted by my pain. I'm trying not to think about it, and I'm screwing up this video over here for you neighbors. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is give this thing an ultrasonic bath. You guys are going to get plugged in and paused while we do that, and you neighbors are going to get paused in a minute too. Look, you've been here for 20 minutes. You guys have been here for 10 minutes, 25 seconds. Okay, neighbors, our screen is still a little dirty, and our carburetor is still a little dirty, so we're going to put it inside a jar of gasoline or something else that I like to use, and give it a quick another 3 minutes in the ultrasonic bath, and then we'll spray it with a car parts cleaner. Make sure you have your safety glasses ready, even though you're not the one doing the job. Ditch it can splash back, and it will burn the hell out of your eyes, I promise you that much. I think we might not need another ultrasonic. I've taken my screen out and cleaned it real good with car parts cleaner, and now I'm going to put my safety glasses on, because remember neighbors, ditch it burns. Ditch it neighbors, over here, ditch it burns, okay? The passageways I'm going to spray is my highs and lows. Obviously my main jet in. Again, watch your eyes. Okay, so just away from your face and everything else. I know which way these jets are spraying. This one's coming out right here, and so because I know which way the directions are going and understand the channels, I've explained that to you guys in other videos. My highs and lows, I'll spray a little bit. You don't need too much in there, okay? And you just, it's mainly right here. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to scorch you in the eye. That's why you're wearing safety glasses. See these little holes here? They go inside the body, and extra fuel pulls up in there. Okay, so we need to spray in there too real good. Okay, you got to hold your tip against it and just spray, and you're going to get back spray like that too, but you need to make sure it's going into those passages as well. And given that it's kind of hollow behind there, you can actually hear it. Okay, and then let's see here, get way deep into our high jet. That is clear. This center passageway here, I'm sorry I'm not spraying this over there. You can hear that passing through into our venturi there. Okay, next come over to the other side. We want to make sure oh sorry, that's different here. This one here is our inlet. We want to make sure sprays, that's where our inlet needle sits. We want to make sure the that's clear, so the fuel can pass through when the inlet needle picks up and opens up. Okay, down in here, yeah, this is actually, everything's pretty clear. I'm pretty happy with that. The first thing I'm going to go ahead and do, I did flatten my screen intentionally to help me clean it, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to form that back in. I want to spray in there a little bit more. Is that dirty, or am I just my eyes deceiving me? Let me get a Q-tip real quick. Hopefully not trip on this damn box again. You think I'll learn, but I don't. Yeah, it's just a discoloration of the metal. No problems. Okay, take our safety glasses off. You guys can take your safety glasses off now. The guy that got shot in the eye, stop trying to stay here. It's getting recorded. You can watch it later. I know you wanted to see it live. It's too late now. Go to the nurse, please. Okay. Daryl, can you tell the guy sitting next to you to go to the damn nurse? Tell him you'll fill him in when he gets back. Okay. I'm going to hold one side. Start it in. Go in, baby, go in. There we go. It went down nice and even, so it's sitting in there. This one needs to go so that that hole is below it, right? Is there a hole there? There's not. Okay. That's good. Excellent. Now we can go ahead and put our... Oh, I need to clean these off too. You definitely want to spray your plates so they don't corrode or anything, okay? Definitely spray your plates. Because what I'm using in the ultrasonic bath is it's a corrosive. It can cause corrosion, so you have to spray the stuff. It's mixed, it's diluted with water as well, and water can corrode and rust and everything else. You don't want that, even though this is aluminum. Spray it, trust me. Okay. Now I did match our parts. Can you guys see? Yes, you can. I did match our parts and make sure everything's good. I did not, that's the one thing I didn't do, I did not look in our kits here, because I only have a Zama, and I know it's not going to be the same. I have intake gasket assortments, but I don't think I have any of those gaskets, and so it's in good condition. I just don't like reusing stuff. Yeah, I don't see one in, I'm sorry, I was thinking Walboro, not Zama, damn it. Definitely not going to find it in a Zama kit. And I might can dig into my piles and stuff, but I got to be honest, right now, this saw was sold at a very low price. This 038, actually, you know what, right? Nope, that's not it. It looks damn close, but it's not it. I do not have one, unfortunately. Okay, so at least not easily accessible. So if the saw has an issue, I will have noted, which I'm going to write on my notes over here. Okay, we took a note on our Stihl 038 61cc 48mm bore 34mm stroke chainsaw. But again, this can work for a lot of tilits and carburetors. So on this side, we need to go ahead and put our gasket first. Okay, I'm trying to look at which way it needs to line up. This does appear incorrect there. That appears correct. Okay, I can kind of tell the flap over the hole right there is how I knew, and the flap over the hole right there. Okay, I encourage you to take pictures if you've not done this before and don't know that concept. Take pictures of your thing when you take it off, okay? And then you put your gasket on, and obviously it goes the same way this one does. And then our cover, you got your notch there, so it only goes one way. And then go ahead and put your screw in. Now you want to make sure this is tight, but you do not want to over tighten this kind of stuff. These Tilitson carburetors, you can actually break this cover, and the old Walbro carburetors, you can break the covers. If you over tighten, they'll crack. Okay. The other thing is, if you over tighten this is a gasket, let it do its job. When it soaks, it helps seal. So when you over tighten this, it concaves in the middle, and you end up with air leaks. And then you have to go back and use tacky gasket maker and hope it works, or replace your cover. Okay, so I'm going tight, but I'm not over tightening. I'm going Guten tight. I don't know how to explain it. It's just kind of you just have to feel it and understand it. Okay, so now this carburetor is a little bit different than some carburetors. So we have our setup here. I verified my lever here, and now that I have my wrist pin, I'm gonna go in my bulk stock here, and there's usually only 2 size wrist pins on almost all carburetors for chainsaws. There's a small one and a large one, and this one is the shorter one. And so there's a new wrist pin. These parts, they just wear, you know, and that little bit of wear takes effect. Okay, so the wrist pin will go in. I did match my spring. I am confident this is the right spring. We did spray this car parts cleaner, but I see a little piece of gasket I don't like right here. I was hoping to make this 10 to 15 minutes for you neighbors over here, so this will be something I edit out. Then we take our spring, if we can, and set it down in the hole, and hopefully it stands up for us. It does. Okay, and then you want to take your small inlet needle here, hang it on there. This is how I do it now. Okay, and then set it down in there. Okay, everything did line up. And then this one, we have to use our little carb adjustment screwdriver or any other tool you have that will work. And get this to clip down in that side, and keep your thumb over it so it doesn't pop out. Go to the other side, clip that in. That should be about level. It looks pretty good to me, and it is functioning. So when our metering diaphragm moves up and down, it will open and close our inlet needle. Okay, just like that. Next on this, again, this is a little bit different. I want to make sure I'm looking at it right. It's going to be like so. So yes, it will be the gasket first, and then the metering diaphragm itself. It only goes one way. It can only fit one way, so you can't really mess that one up. Okay, and then on this, as I said, this is a good gasket, but it's used. I don't like reusing stuff. What I'm gonna do is see that it only goes one way. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this, and I'm gonna see that it goes only one way. I'm trying to make sure my pin is right there with my hole. Set that on there, and then you can take your cover, and again, we want tight but not over tight. Whoops, my cover is backwards, so I have to turn it, and I accidentally grabbed my thing with my finger there. And then you have your 3 screws on this one, not 4 like a lot of carburetors. Set them in there, and then you just want to start by just lightly snugging up each one. Okay, just until it touches. And this helps you keep that cover going down onto this to this other part. Damn it. The plastic part there. Okay, so now that they're even, this one you can go a little bit tighter than you did the other two, and this is only 3, so I'm going to cross like that. I'm going to go here. Okay, now I'm going to actually go back here and see if it's still the same. It is. So now I'm going to go a little tighter here, back down here, back up here, and I'm just going to go in a circle now until I feel like I've hit the right point. And again, you don't want to break the plastic cover, you don't want to warp the metal cover, so we are just going to a good snug where we feel everything is seating where it was before, and then teeny tiny bit extra since we're reusing an old gasket, and that's going to be it. And that's how you rebuild your tilitson carburetor for your chainsaw and other small engine equipment. If this video helped you out, did you dirty neighbors, you have to put your inlet needles back in. That will be the last step. We're going to screw them all the way down to lightly seated, okay, and then we're going to back them out on a tilitson carburetor. I like to go at least 1 1/4 turn. Sometimes that's too much, but with the old carburetors, I find that 1 1/4 standard works well on a lot of new carburetors. That is not the standard, and even like the 028s with the Zama carburetors, they don't like 1 1/4. They'll flood on you and be hard to start, especially if they've been rebuilt. Almost never will they start. So I've seated it lightly. Do not overdo it. Do not overdo it, okay? You cannot, once you damage the carburetor, you can't replace it, okay? Or you can't fix it. You have to replace it. If you damage this needle, you can replace the needle, but that part is expensive by itself, okay? So we're going to go out half, 1 1/4. We'll do the same with this one. Until next time, neighbors, be kind to one another. Everyone's facing a battle. As I started to say before, I seen on Did You Dirty. If you liked the video, if it helped you out, please like it. Hit the thumbs up, smash it, punch it, kick it, throw a soccer ball at it, throw your football at it, swing a golf club and hit your golf club into it. Cut it with your chainsaw. Just hit the damn like. Don't cut it with your chainsaw, because then you'll cut your technology. Subscribe to the channel. And go in the comments down below. Tell me what you think. Tell me how you do this. Tell me if you do it this way, if you do it differently. If you needed this information. If you watched this because you were bored. If you watched it because you're working on your own shit. If you watched it just to support me. If you watched it because you like carburetors. And let me know that you made it all the way through the video. Be kind to one another. Everyone is facing a battle. My battle is I need to order Meteor because I want to sell their products. Because I think I am the best seller on the market in that one particular item, in my opinion. By that I don't mean best sales or anything. I mean I can offer the best service, the best knowledge with it, with the best prices. Now there are guys that have high prices. They have way more knowledge about Meteor than me because they've been doing it for decades. I just like this product, and because I'm disabled, I want to focus on certain little things, and Meteor is one of the places I want to continue, and I want to do it in a larger quantity. But I don't have money for inventory, and because you guys are so great in buying all my shit out there, I'm low on inventory and I need to restock, and so I got to work and work and work and work. It's the middle of the night. Actually, it's 4:30 in the morning, I think, and I've got a customer coming to pick up a saw today. So again, be kind to one another. Everyone is facing a battle. If you want to buy some shit, let me know.